You've undoubtedly known of the Diesel brothers if you enjoy off-roading in diesel trucks. Dave Sparks and Dave Kiley became household names on their beloved YouTube channel, in which they became renowned for their fantastic finds and excursions. In the end, Diesel Brothers, their very own television program, ran for 8 seasons on the Discovery Network. However, viewers were curious whether the Diesel brothers were suddenly terminated. The simple conclusion is no. Although after the Diesel Brothers series on television ended, Dave Sparks and Dave Kiley remained prominent in the automotive industry. They've taken their minds to head back to YouTube, their very first home, where they are unrestricted in how they express themselves. The extraordinary constructions of the Diesel brothers were among the variables that resulted to their great success. They never stopped pushing beyond limits and producing several truly astounding tools, such as the Brocamino, Freedom Bus, Hercules, and Predator. They continue to provide amazing stuff for their fans, even if guys are presently concentrated on YouTube. But the Diesel brothers aren't merely creating incredible automobiles. They're also well known for their amazing recovery services, which support people who are in difficulty. They have pulled off over 50 spectacular restorations since focusing only on YouTube, some of which received national acclaim. Maybe the most impressive aspect of the Diesel brothers returning to YouTube is their expanded authenticity and capacity to depict their shop's actual reality. Although the television series was entertaining, it failed to always accurately depict how the business performed on every day of the week. They could speak about their love of adventure driving and diesel vehicles on their channel on YouTube, together with the technical specifications of their projects. They just made a choice to return to their roots and pursue their ambitions. And this is incredible news for individuals who have benefited from their amazing building and renovation efforts. What tragic happened to Diesel Brother? Contrary Utah Doctors for a Clean Environment's claim that the program hasn't ever encouraged ecologic consciousness, Diesel brothers have been violating more than they have acknowledged. According to UPHE, diesel tuning businesses that engage in removing car emission systems are said to have been in business since 2007. And furthermore, consumers have received assistance with dealing coal from diesel tuning and repair businesses located around the state. This basically involves changing or removing an engine's exhaust in order to produce visually arresting stacks of rolling black smoke. In January 2017, UPHE started a lawsuit against the Diesel brothers, arguing that their actions had added to the emissions issue by removing or changing parts of their cars that required to comply with emission regulations. Regardless of whether the brothers support the manufacturing of biodiesel and call the case overly broad, there is enough evidence in the allegations to conclude that the brothers prioritize the diesel appeal over the protection of the environment. Both are not related by blood, yet they behave like twins, joke around, and are quite friendly. Despite not talking about it on the program, the couple's bios on Discovery's website state that they met at a singles event the church arranged to foster peace in the neighborhood. The name Diesel Brothers appears around the brand's emblem, a hairy skull, in large, bold letters. Ideally, there should be a gray or black backdrop. There is no disputing that the bearded skull has a fierce appearance. Other than that, though, the amazing cars that these people build are the true asset of this brand. In addition, a large selection of diesel and truck parts are still offered under this name. Yes, it's amazing to drive around in a unique car with a bearded skull head. A lot of people are looking forward to it. And there are a ton of people lining up to get one of those gifts. However, in practice, you could require more. You can buy a lot of components on the internet. They also sell a variety of different kinds of products using their company's brand, such as pet vests, keychains, clothing, sunglasses, and shoes. The hairy skull also sells a range of items related to beard. You may either acquire a beard development product or utilize the cream that they use to preserve the hair on your face if you already feel good about it. Even better, you can choose from a range of them because every member of the ensemble uses their own balm. Knowing the enormity of the Diesel brothers' support base, it shouldn't be strange that when they believe they've been deceived, they take steps to make sure the program is cognizant of their challenges. Enthusiastic fans frequently have serious complaints. Supporters have been accusing the Diesel brothers of using illegal immigrants as employees and purchasing parts for their specialized projects illegally in the comments pages of their official sites. Heavy D's films, which call for changing the USA's immigration legislation and allowing foreign labor, are mostly bereft of hard data. With Diesel Brothers' inclination for taking parts from dumps, it's possible that they have accidentally broken the rules a few times when getting components, even if they haven't been charged with doing so. The Diesel Brothers take great joy in their U.S. background in military service and military bloodline. Numerous items of clothing and equipment bearing the American flag can be purchased on their respective websites. Followers were thus somewhat disappointed when the two brothers introduced an array of tires called Patriot tires that were really created in Taiwan. The exact same followers created an initiative alleging that the tires had been produced in many other Asian nations, displaying their clearly rigorous standards for research. Some Patriot tires enthusiasts have indicated that they think that their tires are created in the Republic of Korea, while others have wondered if Taiwan is an autonomous territory of China. Actually, United Tires, which Heavy D believes has an excellent quality record, makes the tires in Taiwan. The Diesel Brothers received a punishment of $900,000 in 2020 by the court, who concluded that they had gone above a previous limitation on the type of emissions their vehicles produced. In 2016, an advocacy organization sued them for violating pollution limits, which led them to cease manufacturing cars that violated the rules. The production team once spotted a vehicle burning and, given how horrible the situation was, decided it would be a fantastic idea to include it in a play. Therefore, they pretend to have a vehicle fire without understanding that the show is being taped inside of a crowded set that contains combustible objects. Certainly the fire did, for a little while, become out of control before the firefighters could put it out. Any company that has an unexpected spike in demand finds it difficult to adjust, and it appears that the Diesel Brothers website had a traffic bottleneck in the first 2 weeks following the debut of their newly created reality series on Discovery. Fans of the Diesel Sellers business flooded Discovery's website with remarks following the January 2016 airing of the program. They said that while attempting to log into the brothers' truck selling portal, all visitors saw was nothing but a page or warning messages. There were complaints about the website not functioning for a period of over 2 weeks, along with ongoing technical problems. Given that the site and social media presence served as the main platforms for their first notoriety and visibility, the Diesel Brothers perpetrated an immense error by doing this. It's common knowledge that appearing on media carries with it wealth and celebrity. Therefore, why are numerous famous people in Hollywood worth several $1 million? Because celebrities on reality television play an entirely distinct contest, we also are unable to state the same thing about them. Even though reality show hosts, like the Diesel Brothers, receive payment for each episode, their earnings pale in contrast to the huge amounts of money made by Hollywood stars who feature in motion pictures. Still, the show brought in more cash for the Diesel Brothers. Others were anxious to work with the artists because of their immense popularity and the show's high visibility.